Hey, Nikki here. And thanks so much for going through this tester workout with me. So all that you're going to need for this workout is a mat, which is optional, but we will be doing some kneeling. So if you have ouchy knees or a hard floor, you might find that helpful. And then a set of dumbbells, kind of medium weight. We'll be using it for a little bit of lower body, but primarily upper body work. So you want to be able to comfortably, say, press it overhead or pull it in a row. If you're not sure and you have choices, never hurts to have two different sets or like maybe a lighter and a heavier dumbbell as well. Okay, so we're just going to start with a little warm up here. I just want you to find a place where you can sit comfortably, so you can kneel, you can sit cross-legged, but we're just going to start with a little wrist warm up. So you're going to clasp your hands and you're just going to start rolling your wrists around, just kind of getting them moving because we will be doing some plank work in a moment. And then just kind of roll them the other way. So just nice, easy circles. If you're like me, you probably don't move your wrists a whole bunch during the day, so warming them up ahead of time can make it feel better when you go to weight bear or find a plank type position. Good. I'll go one more. All right, shake it out. From here, I just want you to come into a seated position. Take your legs out in front of you. They can be in a straddle or a little more narrow. Hands behind you. You're going to push down through your hands. You're going to lift your chest, and I just want you to point and flex your feet. Just getting your ankles moving. Nice job. All right, now if that feels good, we're gonna turn this into ankle circles, down, around, and up. You've got it. Now I'm kind of watching my knees here, seeing, can I move my ankles without moving my knees? So if I'm doing this, I'm not really working my ankles, I'm actually just kind of working my legs, which is fine. And let's reverse, but ideally we're trying to isolate ankle motion. Good job. Let's go two more. And last one. All right, that's it. From here, we're gonna go into something called shin boxes. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna make a 90-90 with your legs. You're gonna have one leg in front, one leg in back. If you're like me, you're gonna end up off your mat in a hot second. It's fine, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna show you the basic option and then we'll make it a little trickier if that feels good. So you're gonna go hands behind you and all you're gonna do is kind of rock your legs one way and then the other, yeah? Now, if that feels okay, you can take your arms up and add a little bit more rotation. Good work. So just getting the hips moving. Now let's go one more. Good job. All right, from here, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees, and we're gonna continue our spinal warm up. So, option A, real quick, is gonna be hand behind the head, lifting and lowering. Now, if you can do this okay on your knees, I actually want you to sit back instead, one arm out, one hand behind your head, and we're gonna go up and down, up and down. Now, what I like about doing it from this child pose position is it really lets you isolate movement in the upper back, where we tend to be a little bit stiff. Good, one more. All right, come on up. Let's switch sides. Hand behind your head. Stretch the other arm out long. Up and down. And again, up and down. Now, if you need, remember, you can always do it from this more kneeling position. Otherwise, you'll go from child's pose. Up and down. One more time. Good work. All right, come back onto hands and knees. From here, I want you to push down firmly through your hands, lengthen out through your spine. Place your fingertips on your shoulder, and we're gonna do a shoulder roll here. We're gonna take the elbow. Front, out, back, and down. Now this is sneaky because you're warming up one shoulder while working the stability in the other one. Again, we're just prepping our body for a little bit more core and challenge in a moment. Good. Reverse directions, back, out, and down. Now, if you feel pretty frisky with this, you could always lift that opposite leg to just add a little bit of additional challenge. Good work. Two more. Last one. That's it. Good job. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down. All right, let's switch sides. Fingertips on shoulder. You're gonna take the elbow up, out, down and around. Now again, if you're doing okay with this and you feel good, you can extend that opposite leg away from you. Try to lift up through your lower back. The amount lengthening out from tail to head. Breathing is recommended. Reverse directions, out, around, and down. Good work. Trying not to sag in the low back. 2 more. Hips staying square if you've got that leg behind you. Last one. Good job. All right, ease on out of that. So from here, moving into a little bit more core activation, you're gonna want one of your dumbbells for this one. A few different choices. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna lie on your back. Now, if this doesn't work for you, it doesn't feel good to have your arm in the air with your dumbbell, just do this with the arm up, no dumbbell. So just know that that's always an option. So arm is up with one of the dumbbells, other arm is down by your side. Again, I'm gonna show you kind of the base level, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of extra challenge and modification if needed. So from here, if it feels okay, I want you to take both legs up to tabletop. That's option A. If you're still doing all right here, I want you to, if you've got your left arm up, stretch your right leg up. And you're gonna lower the leg down, down, and up, up. Now the trick to this is that you don't let your back arch off. You're gonna keep your ribs connected to the mat. Now if you wanna make it harder, both legs will extend. Yeah? Good. Now if you need a modification, that free leg is gonna be on the ground straight or bent. Couple more. Decide where you want to be on your levels. Doesn't matter which one. Whatever feels good for you is the one I would go with. 2 more. Awesome work. Last one here. Good. Put one foot down, put the other foot down. Let's switch sides. Carefully lower the dumbbell. Switch hands. Press it up to the ceiling. Other arm down by your side. Take one leg up to tabletop. Keep your ribs connected on the mat. Take your second leg up. Good. Now if your right arm is up, your left leg reaches for the ceiling, and you're lower the leg. Down, down, up, up. Now the trick is not to tip your pelvis or arch your back. So you don't want to go here if you can help it. That might mean making your range of motion smaller with the moving leg. You want more challenge. Extend both legs up. Yeah? Good. Now, if this is a little much, remember, you've got a choice. That free leg can be on the ground, knee bent, or leg straight. Awesome work. Couple more here. Breathing is highly recommended. Last one. That's it. All right, put one foot down, put the other foot down. Lower the dumbbell with control. From here, come on up. We're gonna go into a little bit of plank work. So you're gonna want your dumbbell off of your mat. That's the main thing, so you can drag it. Now, just a quick note on this. You can be on your knees for this plank version or on your toes, but if you have wrist stuff, I want you to just hold a plank on your forearms, knees, or toes. So just know that that is going to be your option if you need something else. Otherwise, have your dumbbell to the side, lengthen out from tail to head, hands under shoulders, walk your knees back so in your knee version or on your toes. And when you're ready, you're gonna grab your dumbbell, you're gonna drag it across, and then you're gonna switch. Yeah? So just an easy dumbbell drag. That's it. And if you're like me, you'll have a little late smart moment where you figure out the best configuration between your mat and your dumbbell. Good work. Trying to minimize shifting in the hips. Let's go one more. All right, come on down. Shake it out. One last thing here before we go through that a second time. Set your dumbbell to the side. Come down onto your abdomen. Legs are going to be out behind you, about sit bone distance apart, parallel or turned out legs, whatever feels better on your body. One hand over the other, forehead down. Again, I'm going to teach this to you in layers. All right, the first option is just going to be to lift the head up for T right here, where we're just going to go up, up, down, down. So at any point, if your low back gets cranky, this is your base. Now, if you're doing okay with this, I want you to glue your forehead to your hands, lift your arms with your head. Up, up, down, down. Now, if this all feels okay, let's add a little reach of the arms where you come up, reach, bring it in, lower it down, do it again. Up. I'm aiming at keeping my hip bones connected to the mat. My legs are strong and pressing into the floor. Remember, if your low back gets cranky, you can always stick with that little head lift and hands down, or the lift where the hands come with you. Otherwise, stick with that salute. Up, reach, in, and down. 2 more. Up, reach, in, and down. Final time. Up, reach, bring it in, and lower. Good work. All right, we're gonna go through all those moves one more time. So you're gonna grab your dumbbell, lie on your back, press it up to the ceiling with control. I've got my left arm up, my right arm down by my side. Legs to tabletop is the base option. Stretching your right leg up to the ceiling, and if it felt okay, stretching the left leg up to meet it. The right leg is gonna lower down for 2, any amount. And really, your range of motion should be determined by how low you can take your leg without putting a big arch between your back and the floor. Now remember, choices, if you need, is going to be to have that leg bent or to have the foot on the ground, knee bent, or leg out straight. I'm really focusing on keeping my hips level. You also can do this without the dumbbell. Good, 2 more. Awesome work. Bring it up. Okay, switching sides. Pass the dumbbell over to side 2. Press it up to the ceiling. Other arm is down by your side. Legs up to tabletop, option A, or legs stretching up to the ceiling, option B. Let's move that left leg down for 2. Now, when I say any amount, it could really be this tiny, right? It doesn't need to be big, but if you have the control, work it. I always like to find that edge where it's like a little hard, but I don't lose my form. Breathing is highly recommended here, even though it's hard. Good, let's go 4 more. Here's 4. Up. 3. And up. Last 2. You're doing amazing. Final 1. Good job. Lower your feet down. Ooh, lower that dumbbell. Okay, let's go back to that plank with the drag. This time I'm gonna be smart and give myself a little more clearance with that dumbbell and my mat. Oh boy. All right, remember you can always do that hover on your forearms if you need. Option A is a plank on your knees. Option B, if you feel good, is on your toes. All right, when you're ready, grab and drag. Pull it and switch. That's it. Pull. And really, you can take this as quick or as slow as you like. Remember, choice is knees down, toes pressing into the floor, spine long. That's it. Or just hold a hover on your forearms. 2 more. Final 1. Good, rest. All right. Shake it out. Come down onto your stomach. Last time with those little salutes. All right. Again, turned out or parallel legs. It doesn't matter. Whatever feels best for your body. One forearm over the other. Now, if you remember, you can do just the little lift of the head. Otherwise, we're going to go right into the salute. You choose. I'll show them all in a moment. So you're going to lift, reach, bring it in, and lower down. Now, I realize this isn't going to be everyone's favorite move, so other options. You can always just go up, up, down, down. You'll still be working those back muscles. This is just a little more accessible for some of us. Level 2. Take the arms with ya. Right? Level 3 is lift, reach, bend, and down. Let's go for 4 more. Why not? Now, I'm not thinking about how high I can go so much as I'm thinking about how much length and space can I create through my spine. 1 more, please. Up. Reach it. Bend it. And lower. Good job. All right, sit back. Quick child's pose, little reprieve. Nicely done. So from here, we're gonna move into our strength circuit. You're gonna want both of those dumbbells close by, but you're only gonna need one of them to start, so just keep that in mind. All right, when you're ready, grab said dumbbell. Let's all take our right leg forward, left leg back, and I want you to think about pressing your hips forward, find a really nice, tall, upright position. Now, if this position doesn't feel good for you, you can always just do this exercise with both legs under you, or you can just do the arms standing up. So keep that in mind. The arm work can be done standing. All right, so from here, hips are pressed forward. We're gonna go into what's called a halo, where we're gonna take the weight around our head. We're gonna take it up, down, and around. Now, this is the part where I regret wearing a bun. Try to keep it close to your body. If you're not sure how much weight to use, it should feel like there's a little challenge. You're a little unsteady on your legs, but it's not crazy, right? So you're in control, but like you're working. Like I feel a little wobbly, so I know I'm in a good place for this. Good, now pause. Remember which way you went. Pop your other leg under you. Bring the other leg forward. We're gonna reverse directions. Taking it out, around, and back. And what's interesting is when I go this way, I have a tendency to want to arch my back. So I got to think a little harder about keeping my ribs stacked over my hips. Still pressing the hips forward and square. Back shin pushes in the floor. That's it. 1 more. All right, good work. From here, you're only gonna need one of the dumbbells. I promise we are gonna use both in a moment though. We're gonna go into lunging. So quick note here, what it's gonna be is it's gonna be a lunge with an overhead press. Now, if that doesn't work for you, lunging, which I'm gonna show you in a moment, sometimes called a split squat, you can always just squat and press for both sides. So keep that in mind. All right, now I like to start, if you're new to lunges, on the ground, and what I can do here is I want to think about having like railroad tracks. There's a little bit of space between my front leg and my back leg. They're not in the same line because that'll make your life hard. And I want roughly a 90 degree with my front knee and my back knee. I'm going to rack the weight at my shoulders, and I've got the weight in my left hand with my right leg forward. So you want opposite arm to leg. Back toes are tucked under. I'm going to push through my toes and stand up. Now this lunge can be as big or as small as you like. Your knee doesn't have to touch the ground. When you're ready though, you're gonna come down and press. Down, press. Now remember, you can always do just the lunge or just the press or squat instead. Good work. Front knee lines up roughly over the second toe and hips are square. 4 more, please. Excellent work. Last 2. And drive. Keep breathing. Good work. Okay, let's do side number 2. Step it in. If it helps you, let's start from the ground. I find for a lot of us it will. You can also hold onto a wall with your free hand for balance if you need. So lots of options. Rack the weight. Back toes tucked under, push up, find your balance, lock it in, and when you're ready, you're gonna go down and press. Now, if your arm starts to get tired, you can actually squeeze your fist just a little on that left hand. Sometimes it'll make it a little easier to get the right arm overhead. Little trick. remember, your option is to squat, right? So you can squat and press. That's it. Good. Let's go for 4 more here. Nice job. Final 2. Last one. Good work. Okay, a little bit more fun. Racked marches. Couple choices here. Option A, depending on your shoulders, is arms just down by your sides. Nice open chest. Option B, weights racked at shoulder height. Option C is a little mean, but if you're feeling it, arms overhead. The legs are the same regardless. I'm gonna start with the middle choice. Put your feet under you. If you've got a real squishy mat, I would do this off the mat. Makes your life a little easier. All you're gonna do is just lift and lower. Now do this as slow as you need to keep control. You could always have fingertips on a chair or a wall if balance is an issue for you. Good. Now what I'm trying to avoid doing is shifting my pelvis. I'm trying to stay really stacked over my legs. Remember, if you're like, goodness, my arms are tired, you can always hold the weights down by your sides. If you feel it, arms reach over your head. Nice job. Now from the side view, I'm trying to avoid leaning backwards. I want to keep my ribs stacked over my pelvis. Good. 2 more. Nicely done. Lower the weights with control. Final exercise in this circuit. Take your feet a comfortable distance apart, maybe hip width or a little more. Now flip your grip so your palms face out away from you. Soften your knees and send your butt to the back wall. We're gonna row it here. Pull up and lowering it down. Thinking wrist to ribs. Couple rules of the shoulders. Your shoulders go where your arms and elbows go. So as my elbows pull back, my shoulder blades hug in a little towards my spine naturally. And as my arms come down, my shoulder blades move away from each other. Just a little. Nicely done. I like this palm facing forward grip because it counteracts that position that we're in when we're at a desk sitting and typing, or when we're driving or texting, hopefully not at the same time. Good work. All right, 2 more. Final one. Good job, stand up. Okay, if you need water, feel free to grab it. Here's the fun part. You get to do that all 1 more time. So coming back down, kneeling for that halo. 1 weight comes down. Let's kick our right leg forward. Remember, you can do just the halo or the arms standing or kneeling. Whoop, and don't fall over like me. That was classic. Okay, press your hips forward. Nice upright position. When you're ready, take it around and down. Try to keep it close to your head. You want to make your life extra hard? Wear a bun when you do this. Oopsies. All right, you got it. Really pressing your hips forward, and you should start to feel like you have a butt. 1 more this way. Good job. All right, pause. Let's switch sides. Pop that leg under. Other leg forward. Now the fun part, you got to reverse directions. Out and around. You're trying to hold your torso still and just circle the weight close to your body. Good job. We've got about 3 more. That's it. Trying to stay square in your hips. Final one. Good work. Okay, come to standing. So we're going back to that lunge with that overhead press. Remember, you can focus on just the lunge / split squat, or just the overhead press, or if that lunge position doesn't work, squat and or press instead. So those are your options. So let's set up for that good lunge position. Front leg forward, back leg back. Well, that made perfect sense, didn't it? Right leg forward, left leg back. You could also put a little yoga block under your knee if this all the way down position doesn't work for you. So Arms come up, my left arm has the weight. I'm squared off as best as I can be. Hopefully it's square. And I'm gonna press up and find my good position. All right, let's hit it. Lunge and press right here. Down and drive. Don't overthink it, it goes better. Awesome work. This lunge can be as small or as big as feels good for you. Two more, you can also slow it down. Last one. That's it. All right, let's switch sides. Again, you can start from the ground if you need. Find your 90-90 position. Rack the weights at your shoulders. Tuck your back toes. Lift up. Get your bearings. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna go down and drive. Nice work. Remember, you can always squat instead if you need. Final two. Fabulous job. Okay, release. Grab that second weight, and we're going to go into those racked marches. So you can hold arms down here, option A, a little meaner. Right here, feeling a little spicy. Keep your arms over your head. Pick your poison. Find a comfortable stance with your feet, marching the legs. Lift and lower. Now again, you can take this as slow as you need. If you're like, oh my goodness, my poor shoulders, do arms by your sides or no weights if you need. If you're like, this is too easy, keep your arms over your head and really focus on not leaning backwards. Own that position each and every time, reaching through your elbows. Good, keep these going. And I'm checking that I'm not leaning backwards. It's actually really hard to lean backwards with my arms over my head, but here sometimes this thing will happen where we lean away from our legs. So I want you to think ribs over pelvis. Good, 4 more. Lift and lift. Last 2. Good, feet can come down, arms can come down. All right, last round of those rows. Feet about hip width, maybe a little wider. Palms face forward. Soften your knees, butt to the back wall as you hinge down. Think nice open collarbones. And when you're ready, you're gonna pull and lower. Pull and lower. Good work. Elbows stay fairly close by your sides. Wrist to ribs. I like to exhale as I pull. Inhale as I come down, but honestly, as long as you breathe, who cares? Reach and lower. You're doing great. Last 2 of these. Final one. Good work. All right. Final thing here, you get to stretch it out. Coming onto your back. First thing I want you to do is just find a comfortable distance with your feet, sit bone to hip width, arms out to the sides like a T. We're just gonna do an easy twist. Drop your knees over, and then look away from your knees. Breathe in here. Come on up, and then go the other way. Good job. So this should all just feel good. Whatever pacing you like is great. Just taking a moment to calm everything down. Let's go one more here. All right, come center, hug your knees into your chest, maybe rock side to side. And then just start to circle your knees around, kind of casual. And then let's reverse. Good, bring it in. Let your feet come down. From here, let's just do some easy shoulder rolls or arm circles. So stretch your arms up overhead, inhale, and then exhale, just kind of sweep. You can make these as floaty as you like. We're just kind of allowing our shoulders to kind of move in this nice, easy, relaxed way after everything that we just did. Good, let's just reverse. Stretch up and around. Reach. Again, any pace is totally fine. Let's go one more like that. Just easy shoulder flexibility or mobility, whatever word makes sense to you. I don't even know what these things mean anymore. All right, relax here. Last thing, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Take your arms a little wider. And now you're gonna start to take your right leg over to the left until your right foot finds the ground. And you'll just kind of get this nice open hip stretch. And if you think about gently pushing your right ankle towards your left knee, you'll kind of get an increase in your stretch. Just going to the level of stretch that feels good to you. One more easy breath here. Come center. And then release it down. Let's switch sides. Cross the other ankle over. So left ankle over right knee. Press the left knee open. Drop your legs over to the right so your left foot finds the floor. Press that left knee or left ankle into your right knee. Finding openness through that left hip. Good. Come center. And you're done. Nice job. Thank you so much for going through that workout with me. So here's the deal. I would love your feedback. What did you like about it? What felt good? Is there something you want more of? Something you want less of? Just anything like that. I'm about to go film a ton of workouts, and really, I'm creating them for you. So your feedback is invaluable to me. So I don't have it set up yet. My guess is there's going to be directions on how to do this, hopefully, just below this video, but definitely in the email that you receive it through. But basically, there will probably be an email form or some sort of contact form for you to fill out. If you could just take a few minutes, I promise you it'll be super, super short to just give me a little bit of feedback. I just so greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much for your time and for just doing this with me. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. All right, have a great day. Bye.